I am going to attempt to ride 100 miles on my bike in about 2 weeks. Okay, we're out on the end of one of my training rides, and I'm attempting to do something that I've never done before, which is weird because I've been on bike for so long. But I am going to attempt to ride 100 miles on my bike in about 2 weeks. So I've been training for this for a couple weeks. My friend Alan has been giving me a good plan, but this is a huge goal for me. Never did that without a stomach. I've exercised for a long time, but I've never done just one exercise for that amount of time. So today I am out trying to just get in some saddle time. So my goal is to hit about 2 hours and just kind of increase that endurance, and then also some heat training. It is 93 degrees outside right now. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. There's no one on the trail, and with good reason there's no one on the trail, because it is smoking hot. Got a little breeze though, it's kind of nice. But over the next couple weeks I am going to attempt to log in some major miles, and originally I was going to do this October 1st, but since my friend Alan is moving to Hawaii, we're gonna do this right now. A couple things I wanted to update on. First of all, last week I got my second round of aspirated pneumonia. One of the things that happens when you don't have a stomach is that you still have all of your stomach acids, but there's no way from keeping it from coming up when you are sleeping. And so in the middle of the night, if I am laying completely flat, then sometimes the stomach acids will come up, and I'm sleeping, and so I'll inhale and it'll get in my lungs and ends up giving me pneumonia. So I have to tell you about yesterday. Yesterday I had to go to the hospital because I had a smoothie and instantly my eyes swelled up and just completely shut. And since I've had anaphylaxis before from taking aspirin, I didn't want to take my chances. Drove right to the hospital right away. They hooked me up with some prednisone, some Benadryl, and I got an EpiPen. It was pretty brutal, but this morning I woke up feeling great. My eye is a little swollen, but not too bad. Not enough to keep me from riding. So I know a lot of people are kind of like, how do you go to the hospital one day and get up and ride the next day? Well, my mindset is just to keep moving forward regardless of the challenges that come your way. So I don't know if that helps anyone, but that's what's been helpful for me. Well, I think it's official. I have said the word pivot in 2020 more times than a middle school basketball coach. But I had this original goal to ride 100 miles, which I was supposed to do in 2 days, but because of all the smoke from the fires, it's made it hard to train. So, because the air quality's been so bad, but today is pretty good. It's supposed to get bad again this weekend, but I want to make this effort, make it happen. Well, today is the big day, and my friend Alan and I are going to go out on our 100-mile attempt. Something I've never done with or without a stomach, but it's been a huge goal for me. Physically, I probably don't feel as prepared as I should be. Didn't really do much training during the fires in the past couple weeks, but I'm hoping that some of that work I did earlier in the summer is going to actually pay off now. But a couple things that I really want to like hope that this happens, but in the past month, I'm about 36 days now, I switched to a ketogenic diet, which means that I'm burning mostly fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates, which is kind of normal. And so I'm going to be taking some kind of ketone boosters, things like that for this ride, see how I feel. Also some of the route. So today we are going to be heading to Eastside San Jose, and then we're going to head north to Fremont, past Union City. We might stop in Niles for a quick cup of coffee at my friend's coffee shop, Devout, and then we're going to cross over west to the Dumbarton Bridge. We're gonna go over the Dumbarton Bridge, and that's gonna drop us off in Palo Alto. And from Palo Alto, we're gonna kind of cruise up to Woodside to get just some more mileage in. Come back to Palo Alto, where we may or may not be meeting my friend Adrian. We're gonna have lunch together, and then after having lunch in Palo Alto, we're gonna ride back. So all in all, we're kind of thinking this might take 7 to 8 hours, somewhere in there. But I try to pick the flattest route as possible. That's it, and I'm gonna go get my bike ready, and we're gonna get my friend Alan here. All right. So we are 15 miles into the 100-mile effort. My friend Alan's up ahead. I'm blessed to have some really good friends show me what to do. So this is Alan. Alan's one of my good friends. Rides a ton, but he's always down to coach me through these things. So I'm really relying on him to get me through this. But we've done what? Levi's together. We done some decent miles.
Yeah, we did some good rides.
So when I was like, hey, I need to do 100 miles, no one I'd rather do it with. So we are in Milpitas and heading up to Fremont. So hopefully be there soon. Okay, we are 30 miles in, and we've made it to downtown Niles. So we are headed to my friend's coffee shop, Devout. So we'll be meeting my friend Brett, hopefully. Good times. Okay, mile 60, almost 54, and we are in the town of Woodside. Classic.
3 hours in.
3 hours in.
Feeling good.
Classic cycling kind of route. Tons of bikers out here all the time. Really good teams, really fast rides.
It's my bread and butter.
Yeah. So, how are you feeling so far?
I feel amazing.
Yeah. The best part about this ride so far?
That we're doing it.
Yeah. All right, almost 50 miles in. We are like 48 miles, and I am where all of my treatment was, which is Stanford Hospital. So it's kind of fun to be able to loop back my miles to where it all started. It's been 6 years, and I'm biking 100 miles without a stomach, so. Welcome to Stanford University. We are now 65 miles in, about 1 mile away from the furthest I've ever ridden, so there's the campus. 66 miles and officially the furthest I've ridden, and I'm still on Sanford's campus, so this campus is huge. Let's get some lunch. Burrito time. All right, 88.5 miles in. We made it, Campbell. Feeling good. I feel like I hit a second wind. Mile 50 to 60 was real rough, but 75 was pretty good. So on our way home, trying to finish up. All right, we are so close. 99.3, 99.5, 99.8. Almost done, dude. It hurts so bad. I'm ready to be done. My goal was to be done before 7 hours, so for sure we'll hit that, but these last mile, so brutal. Look at this, not even move. 99.9. Make this thing happen. See it roll over. All right, we did it. 100 miles. First time ever, huge goal, with or without a stomach.
Steve might be the first person without a stomach to do this.
I don't know if that's fact yet, but man, it'd be awesome if it was.
Fact check.
But man, I'm hurting, man. That was the limit. That was a long time. 6 hours, 42 minutes. And my legs are roasted. They're done. All right, I'm gonna go home, eat, and for all those of you who wonder what you can do when you don't have a stomach, you could at minimum ride 100 miles. So would love your questions, comments, but most of all, thank you for your support, and God bless you guys. We love you. See ya.